Welcome, folks. I'm the Chief NFT Strategist. Gang in the building. How y'all doing today? Happy Monday. I'm a little stressed. Crazy day so far. I'm putting out a lot of fires. You think you have everything. You got all the check boxes checked. But then it's something else. It's something that always comes up. So I'm putting out fires. So I won't be before you long because I have a lot of work to do. See, my camera seems a little bit crooked. Is that better? I think that's better. Let me see one more thing. Anyway, like I said, I won't be before you long. I just want to share some information with you from the NFT world. Before I do that, let me do this. So be sure to go out and mint you a Bar Gang NFT. You can go to www.bargangnft.com and get you one for 0.85 ETH. It corresponds with the body launch that is scheduled for March 10th at the Wharf, Miami. You can check the description below to RSVP and fill out your information to get notified when the app is available to be downloaded. So please do that. I appreciate your support. Thank you in advance. So let me jump right into this article. More news about OpenSea in the news. This article basically says OpenSea says at least 1.7 million in NFTs stolen in phishing attack. This is crazy to me how they keep getting attacked. People keep losing NFTs, losing money. It's almost it's suspect at this point. But anyway, let me go through the article. The NFT marketplace says 17 users were impacted by the attack. A phishing attack on Saturday impacted 17 users on OpenSea, one of the largest NFT marketplaces. The company confirmed on Monday over 250 NFTs were reportedly stolen in the attack, worth at least 1.7 million. And then this goes and talks about what an NFT is. During a roughly 3-hour window on Saturday, attacker or attackers were able to steal the NFTs from OpenSea users by exploiting the underlying code that allows NFTs to be bought and sold. Late on Sunday, OpenSea tweeted that the attack didn't appear to be active, with the last activity occurring 15 hours prior. OpenSea CTO Nadav Hollander also shared a detailed technical rundown of the phishing attack. Phishing attack often occurred through emails containing malicious links, falsely claiming to be from a company. It's still unclear exactly how OpenSea users were drawn into this phishing scheme, but Hollander tweeted that it appears the attack was made from outside OpenSea. While digital wallets used to hold NFTs can conceal the identity of the wallet's owner, the transactions of digital assets on the blockchain are generally public, so anyone with the technical know-how can follow the NFTs from wallet to wallet. The attacker has 1.7 million of ETH in his wallet from selling some of the stolen NFTs, said OpenSea CEO Devin Finzer in a post on Twitter on Saturday. After the attack, the hacker also appears to have returned some of the NFTs to the original owners. Interesting. Like I said, it seems like every other day or week, OpenSea is in the news for some type of phishing attack or some type of scam. And I hope they get their act together. I hope when the Coinbase marketplace comes out, more competition will help OpenSea tighten things up a little bit. But it's unfortunate that one, there are people out here that do these type of things, but more importantly, OpenSea should have more safety and security protocols in place to prevent this. So hopefully, this news will start. It will start being less and less news like this, because it seems like I said, every other day there's a new report of something happening where people are losing money. I hope the people that did lose those money, at the end, they said that the attacker did return some of the NFTs. So hopefully, maybe it's just an exercise and they sent the NFTs back. So hopefully that happens. But if you were one of the ones, unfortunately enough, to lose your NFTs, lose your money, I'm sorry, and I hope that there's some type of reimbursement or the actual individual or individuals send those NFTs back. So then I want to share one more thing with you guys. Well, I got two more things. Let's do this. Actually, I think it is one more thing. So yeah, so this is an article on Wall Street Journal. I actually have a subscription, so I'm able to share it with you. I think if you just go to this link, it's going to ask you to pay. But that's why you got me, the NFT strategist, to share the information with you, and then I'll give my commentary on it. So I'm actually going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to listen to the article, and then I'm just going to chime in and give you my thoughts. So NFTs, cryptocurrencies, and Web3 are multi-level marketing schemes for a new generation. Whoa. Trendy digital assets are ridiculously easy to create. That's a problem. So let's do this. And then, like I said, I'll provide my commentary.
In a recent ad for cryptocurrency exchange FTX, Tom Brady asks seemingly everyone in his contact list, "You in?" As in, are you going to join him in buying some crypto and not, presumably, in being a football star married to a supermodel? The pitch is straightforward celebrity endorsement fare, designed to capitalize on the FOMO that is the standard psychological tactic of those who are already invested in cryptocurrencies and related technologies, and who would like the rest of us to come aboard. Mr. Brady has an equity stake in FTX.
Let me start by saying I don't like this. I don't like when celebrities endorse crypto or NFTs and people run out and buy it. I mean, I'm a big student of businesses, how they will run, the founders, what they actually, the service or product they provide, the challenges they overcome. So I'm a big fan in ground root businesses, meaning they actually built something sustainable. They're offering a good product or service, and they've gone through their rough times. They went up and down. All of those type of things that make a business run. So I'm not the biggest fan of some celebrity come and put their name on a project and it just takes off. And the fact that Tom Brady is asking you to participate and he has a stake in this, I do have a problem with that. So let's keep going.
AUN style pitch is also typical of successful multi-level marketing companies. Both make a virtue of the fact that our getting in will obviously enrich those urging us to do so by driving up the value of their own holdings or network. And then, hey, the same could be true for us. 'Tis a siren song as old as the promise of attaining financial freedom by selling herbal supplements, cosmetics, or leggings from the comfort of your home, enhanced and refined by the ways in which modern communications systems can rapidly elevate ideas and movements from the fringe to the center of national and global conversation.
One thing you gotta know about me, I hate with a capital H, multi-level marketing. I've hated them for years. I never really speak up about it because MLMers will attack you. I mean, I've seen people ready to die for this MLM and then they're out in 2 months. So I'm not a big fan of multi-level marketing. So when I saw this article, I was like, okay, let's listen to this. So anyway, let them keep going and I will keep providing my commentary.
But how does owning or trading crypto, which is after all just data, infinitely reproducible, supposedly nearly free thanks to the internet, make one rich? Or for that matter, owning or trading other digital assets like NFTs or non-fungible tokens that have become all the rage among celebrity art collectors? The straightforward premise, by using the blockchain, a type of public database that anyone can access and everyone can, supposedly, trust, it is possible to create a chunk of data known as a token, that is unique in the world and cannot be reproduced. In other words, it is possible to make a digital object, be it a piece of art or a crypto coin, scarce. There's a paradox at the root of the growing crypto ecosystem, a disconnect between the technology and the economics. While individual digital assets, bitcoins, pictures of bored apes, giant JPEGs of everything the artist people has ever produced can be unique, the underlying nature of the internet means that there is, in aggregate, a potentially infinite supply of cryptocurrency, NFTs, and all the other exchangeable tokens that make up crypto, and the broader vision for a decentralized internet known as Web3. Basic economics suggests an unhappy outcome. When the demand for something is limited, there are only so many people on Earth and only so much traditional money to be converted into tokens and cryptocurrencies, and the supply is infinite. The average price of that asset is going to zero. It should be said up front that this does not imply that everything currently being stuffed onto a blockchain, which, judging from my inbox, is a Borgesian library of Babel of every possible thing imaginable, will ultimately be worthless. Like every other means of exchange and storage of value since cowrie shells and Mesopotamian shekels, even pictures of bored apes of debatable artistic merit have value because enough people say they do. The key to understanding the long-term trend in the value of supposedly scarce digital assets is understanding how the latest generation of them differs from previous ones. In what might be called first-generation blockchain-based technologies, like Bitcoin, there are only so many coins, and creating the ones that do exist is difficult and expensive. But second-generation technologies are rapidly diversifying into a dizzying array of potential applications, from smart contracts that trace the provenance of luxury goods to new competitors for Facebook. And to do all this, these technologies are predicated on the idea that the only limit to what can be done with them is the human imagination. The barriers to creating new blockchain-based things are low, and thanks to intense interest and massive investment, dropping all the time. My colleague Joanna Stern demonstrated this when she put a piece of her son's art on the blockchain and thereby technically minted an NFT. The upshot is that nearly anyone can create an NFT, from real artists to scam artists. OpenSea, the leader in this space by volume, recently said that many of the NFTs minted on its platform are plagiarized, fake, or spam. And while creating your own cryptocurrency can be challenging, creating a new token on an existing blockchain, which for many applications is nearly the same thing, isn't much harder than creating an NFT. Indeed, if one were to distill the entire promise of Web3 to a single sentence, it would be this: by virtue of the ease of creating new tokens and building new businesses around them, Web3 has the potential to securitize any iota of data or code we ever produce. Another way to put that, Web3 represents a way to financialize every possible human interaction. Web3 is such a hyper-capitalistic way of trying to reframe the web, says Catherine Flick, a senior researcher in technology ethics.
I just want to chime in really quick about the last part that they said, that basically Web3 represents a way to financialize every possible human interaction. I think that's a great thing. One thing they also said earlier is the fact that um, these this art, these NFTs are created, and then there's actual individuals, supposedly individuals, that own each piece. And what really intrigues me about NFTs is that if it's the classic case of supply and demand, right? Like if there's a limited number of supply and demand is high, that ultimately drives up the price. So if the actual community is strong, if the art is considered to be good and scarce, then uh, there's always going to be a pool of buyers and sellers, and whoever is um, greater, that dictates the price. So for that purpose, I do think NFTs have a lot of value. For the purposes of what they're talking about in this article, of it being MLM, it does fit an MLM concept, right? Like people jump in, celebrities, influencers jump in, drive up the price, they get their money, and then the people that got in last are left holding the bag. There's not, for a lot of these projects, there's no real business model, there's no real roadmap. And at the end of the day, the project just disappears, and the collection owners and then the people that got in initially or were given a lot of NFTs, such as the influencers, athletes, celebrities, they made money, but then there's so many people that lost out. So I just want to stress just that part. I do think it's a great concept in theory in terms of you got regular people buying and transacting. I guess the challenge and the problem with that is because we're not easily identified by our wallet. There's a lot of fake accounts. There's a lot of driving up the price. There's a lot of different scams that go on within these things. But I think the theory, the concept in general, is a great one. But yeah, a lot of the scams and certain things get tied into that. And then the Web3 part, I just wanted to emphasize, like, I think that that is a great thing that we are moving to a world where you'll be able to financialize every possible human interaction. But once again, it has to be something that prevents the abusers from really taking advantage of the people just getting into it, or don't have the financial bandwidth to kind of keep up with them. So there's a lot of challenges, but I'll let them keep going, and then I'll share my final thoughts.
Who teaches computing and social responsibility at Britain's de Montfort University. This view of human relations and the possibility of profiting from them taps into many Americans' feelings of economic insecurity and is not unlike direct marketing schemes, only this one is aimed more at disenfranchised young men, she adds. Matt Galligan, co-founder of XMTP Labs, a company working on a system of communication for blockchain users, says that, while extracting money from everything anyone ever does might sound dystopian, it is similar to the business models of Facebook, Google, and their competitors. The difference, he adds, is that those companies, among the highest valued on Earth, get to keep all the money that results. The ease of creating new crypto whatsits is one reason so many new NFTs, tokens, and businesses claiming to be based on crypto, or the blockchain, or some word salad of related terms, are born daily. The gold rush mentality of many of those with the loudest voices and biggest reach in the crypto community also helps. But this mania for being early to business models that by their nature reward those who are first also contributes to their high rate of failure.
This article is actually a lot longer than I thought. Um, I think you all get the point. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. They just talk a little bit more about that. They just kind of end it for these reasons possible that even if Web3 and cryptocurrencies in the long run result in a handful of valuable companies, individual small time investors will, as is so often the case, not be the ones who profit from their rise. I could totally be wrong about all of this, says Mr. Galligan, who has built and sold a number of tech startups before. But if it succeeds because I was early, uh, should not should one not be rewarded for that risk? So yeah, I mean, first of all, I think that was a great article. Once again, I just didn't want to listen to all of that. Like I said, I got to get ready to go. But you get the premise of it. MLMs are the top gets fed, the bottom gets slaughtered, and that's what they're proposing with NFTs. I mean, even with certain projects, the earlier ones or the ones that are highly funded reap a lot of benefits, and then the individuals, for the purposes of what Web3 is supposed to be, give everyone an opportunity, unless they have that financial support, or you know uh, gets put on by someone famous or an influencer. They may not sell, or they may have a lot of challenges and problems. So at the end of the day, I think that the article has some validity. I think you can take the information and do what you want with it. Once again, I believe that NFTs are a great concept. I think in theory, uh, it can definitely work. But hopefully, with the education that's being put out here, more people will be more knowledgeable before getting in. They will avoid the rug pulls. They will avoid the situations where they buy into projects strictly off hype and FOMO, and they buy projects that actually have a clear business model, a clear roadmap, and actually providing real value to the individuals, not just the art, but what the concept and the company is doing. So that's my thoughts for the day, y'all. Like I said, a little stress today, a lot of fires and issues that fires that I gotta put out. So um, yeah, I'm out of here. I hope you have a great day. Once again, happy Monday. Long week ahead. So I hope yours is starting out a lot better than mine. But anyway, I'm out of here. Peace.